We made a deal to tell this story, and we're telling this story.
Because Ellie still looks and acts like a 14-year-old from season 1, even though she's supposed to be 19.
Oh, yes. Maybe we can prop it open with something and you can slide. Whoa! Oh my god, what? Is it getting bigger? Stop it. No, seriously, what's with that? It's fine, Joel. Does it hurt? Joel, please. You're making me self-conscious. I'm sorry, it's just a little bit startling. Normal head, Joel. Can we just get back to the door thing? It's planetary. Leave it. It's gonna have its own area code soon.
I'm sorry. That was acting. That's what that was. I don't really care what happens with this movie. I really hope her career is pretty much over. I'd be thrilled to see that. I can't imagine. I mean, Christian, you tell me.
Like most people, I liked the first season. I thought they did a great job. Season 2, I was skeptical on them not recasting Ellie and keeping Bella Ramsey as Ellie because it's supposed to take place 5 years into the future, but obviously Bella Ramsey in real life was not going to age that much in, the 2 years it took between seasons. So in the show, Ellie still looks exactly the same, but is supposed to be 5 years older. Also, Ellie still acts exactly the same.
I'm in a very unique position because it's my second go at this story. But I've just now lived in this world for so long.
Joel, I think I found something. Whoa! What? No, nothing. It's just your forehead seems bigger than last season. I think I found a way to—
Completely canned, gone, poof. And now buzz is swirling faster than ever. Bella didn't just quietly exit the scene, she was straight up fired. Yep, you heard that right. Not just by some assistant director or background exec either, Neil Druckmann himself and the top dogs at HBO were reportedly behind it. Like, ouch.
Oh, yes. Maybe we can prop it open with something and you can slide. Whoa! Oh my god, what? Is it getting bigger? Stop it. No, seriously, what's with that? It's fine, Joel. Does it hurt? Joel, please. You're making me self-conscious. I'm sorry, it's just a little bit startling. Normal head, Joel. Can we just get back to the door thing? It's planetary. Leave it. It's gonna have its own area code soon.
For some reason, they made the decision for The Last of Us Season 2 to make Ellie dumb, to the point where she even says that she's stupid. Why? That just kind of betrays the character.
Joel, I think I found something. Whoa! What? No, nothing. It's just your forehead seems bigger than last season. I think I found a way to—
And get this, it wasn't even about the show tanking in the ratings. Oh no, that would have been easy. According to people whispering from behind closed doors, this wasn't a business call, this was personal. Like Knives Out, we can't work with her anymore, kind of personal. Whatever went down back there might just flip how fans view the whole franchise from now on. So, how did everything fall apart so fast and so hard?
It's never any fun not being able to go to sleep, just like it wasn't any fun watching Last of Us Season 2. So, in the show, Ellie still looks exactly the same, but is supposed to be 5 years older. Also, Ellie still acts exactly the same. So it really conflicts with what the character is supposed to be portrayed as.
Have you changed up your impression at all, or is it pretty much the same?
Well, the noise is the same. I've not got any more noises in my back pocket. The new infected are pretty terrifying. They're so smart, and they haven't really got a noise. That's the whole point of them, is they're silent and terrifying.
Ooh, give us a little silent and terrifying.
Okay, so let's rewind for a sec. Everyone knew part 2 would stir the pot, but no one could have predicted this. Killing off Joel early, bold move. Shoving new characters into the spotlight, risky. And the tone, completely different. The gamble didn't just split fans, it detonated the community. Some called it brave, but millions felt straight up betrayed. Right smack in the middle of that mess, Bella Ramsey, cast as Ellie, one of the most sacred characters in gaming. And let's be real, stepping into those shoes, impossible job. Critics might have praised her emotional performance, but the internet? Oh, honey, the internet did not hold back. They dragged her look, her voice, even questioned if she got Ellie at all. The hashtag #NotMyEllie blew up. Fan forums, once obsessed with every teaser, turned into brutal arenas of disappointment, and the louder HBO pushed Bella as the new face of the franchise, the louder the backlash got. Through all the noise, Bella kept going. But let's not kid ourselves, the damage already done. Behind the scenes, it was way worse than anyone knew. Sure, fans were blaming the writing, the direction, whatever, but insiders, they were spilling tea about serious drama on set. Apparently, Bella wasn't just crumbling under pressure, she was clashing with like everyone running the show. Behind the scenes, part 3 wasn't just on hold, it was falling apart. HBO had apparently delayed greenlighting the script multiple times, budget talks kept stalling, writers' rooms turned into creative hamster wheels, spinning in circles, getting nowhere. But the biggest bombshell? Neil Druckmann, Mr. Ellie's biggest fan, reportedly walked away from Bella's version of Ellie altogether. Done. Over it. Frustrated, exhausted, he wanted out. And then it happened. Insiders claim that in early 2025, HBO held a private summit to decide the fate of the franchise. And what came out of that meeting? Even the most jaded execs were shook. The verdict? Cancel everything. No renewal, no part 3, no Bella Ramsey, no press release, no goodbye, no Instagram farewell post, just silence. But that wasn't the end. Oh no. The quiet axe dropped harder than anyone expected. Along with the Part 3 cancellation, Bella was allegedly let go, fired, ghosted, erased. No announcement, no polite statement. Her name was pulled from all internal pitch decks, promo sheets, spin-off plans, gone like she never existed. One anonymous HBO producer spilled the harshest tea yet, telling a low-key industry blog she wasn't just recast, she was erased. Like, what? Apparently, Neil was the one who pushed the move, and the CEO nodded in agreement. They didn't want drama. They didn't want headlines. They just wanted Bella gone before she could burn the brand further. And that explains what happened next. Suddenly, Bella's vibe online changed fast. She stopped promoting the show. She bailed on press appearances. Interviews were canceled last minute. Her social media turned icy and cryptic. Vague tweets and stories about betrayal, growth, moving on. Fans started noticing something was up. Articles popped up. Where's Bella Ramsey? Started trending. Then came the unfollows. She quietly unfollowed castmates, HBO accounts, posts deleted, behind the scenes pics, gone. Comment sections disabled, TikToks wiped. Total social media cleanup. PR insiders whispered that a firm was brought in to control the damage. Some sources say HBO gave Bella a quiet payout just to stay silent. Others think she's waiting, holding back, ready to tell her side when the time is right. But right now, the silence is loud. And even though Bella stepped out of the spotlight, the internet didn't let her go. Not even close. YouTubers and streamers were on it. Every red carpet moment, every behind-the-scenes rumor, they picked it apart. Explainer videos started dropping with titles like The Real Reason Bella Ramsey Was Fired and Why HBO's Ellie Failed So Hard. Ouch. Even the podcasts that used to gush about her, they turned. They started questioning her attitude, her behavior, her casting. Was she ever really right for Ellie? Was this doomed from the start? And the fans? Oh, they got organized. Reddit threads blew up, Discord groups launched campaigns, Twitter was on fire with hashtags like Fire Bella and Recast Ellie. The drama just kept building. And if you thought that was the worst of it, wait for this. Gaming insiders, the same people who once defended Bella's bold casting, started turning on her too. Leaks suggested there were constant miscommunications between Bella and Neil Druckmann from day one. Allegedly, leaked call sheets showed Bella skipping rehearsals, asking to rewrite scenes alone, and refusing direction. And then, just like that, Caitlin Dever's name started trending again.
Yep.
The original fan favorite for Ellie, the one everyone wanted before Bella was cast. Suddenly, she was back in the spotlight. Fan edits comparing Caitlin and Bella blew up. Side-by-side clips, recast petitions. Some of these got hundreds of thousands of likes. And yes, HBO was listening. Hollywood doesn't have public blacklists anymore. But don't get it twisted. The quiet blacklist, oh, it's very real. And Bella? She might be on it. Sources from several casting agencies whispered that Bella's name was getting pulled from consideration lists. One executive allegedly said she became a risk, not because of the controversy, but because she couldn't carry the weight. As for Neil, once Bella's biggest cheerleader, he went full ghost mode. No shout-outs, no mentions, no praise, just silence and distance. And then came the final blow. Bella's team reportedly reached out to a major streaming platform trying to land a new deal, new project, fresh start, but they got politely turned down. Why? Too much noise. And in Hollywood, that's code for your brand is toxic. As Bella faded from the scene, rumors exploded that the Ellie torch was already being passed. Insiders whispered that Caitlin Dever wasn't just back on the short list, she was at the top. Not for the series, but for a whole new feature-length reboot. This time, totally different direction. Darker, grittier, a reboot that erases part 2 and gives Ellie a fresh start in a reimagined timeline. Even leaked concept art hints at a hardened older Ellie, scarred, tough, and nothing like Bella's younger take. Neil? Reportedly involved, but this time, he's keeping a tight grip on everything. No improvising, no experiments, no more chaos, just a clean slate. Bella Ramsey's rise? It was meteoric. She went from indie darling to the literal face of one of HBO's most hyped franchises ever. The Last of Us was her breakout, her moment, her crown jewel. And now, That crown's shattered on the floor. It all fell apart so fast. The fans flipped. The directors walked, the writers lost their footing, and The Last of Us, the show that was supposed to define a generation, collapsed under the weight of its own hype. And Bella, the girl once hailed as the future of Ellie, is now completely gone from the picture. No send-off, no emotional farewell post, no tribute montage, just erased like she was never part of it. It's honestly chilling. The kind of fall that doesn't even feel scripted because it's too brutal. Too real, and in Hollywood, way too common. One minute you're on every magazine cover, every headline, every fan account. The next, your name becomes a whisper in boardrooms, a cautionary tale. Not because you weren't talented, but because you bet on the wrong moment, misread the room, and the room moved on without you. That's the harsh truth no one talks about. Bella wasn't let go because she was bad. She was let go because she was no longer safe. She didn't align with the sanitized, PR-friendly, mega franchise face HBO needed Ellie to be. The show was no longer about pushing boundaries. It was about protecting the brand. Behind closed doors, that message was crystal clear. The Last of Us would continue in some form or another, but Bella, she would not be part of that future. She carried Ellie's burden through some of the franchise's darkest moments. She tried, she pushed forward even as the internet turned. But when it got too messy, too unpredictable, even her biggest champion stepped away. Neil gave her a shot, HBO gave her the spotlight, the fans gave her a voice, but when it all blew up, none of them stood by her. Hollywood is a machine that moves fast, and if you're not useful anymore, they stop writing your story. Bella's spotlight dimmed just as fast as it ignited. Maybe she'll come back. Maybe she'll reinvent herself and return stronger. That's still possible. But as it stands now, she's out. Out of the series, out of the reboot, out of the conversation. And in a cruel twist of fate, the character she fought to embody, the one that brought her to stardom, may go on to become bigger than ever without her. Because The Last of Us isn't dead, it's just rebranding. And Bella? She's been cut from the credits. That's the real heartbreak. Not just for her, but for everyone who believed she could change what a franchise lead looked like, who wanted her to prove the doubters wrong, who saw her as Ellie not just in script, but in soul. But Hollywood doesn't care about soul. It cares about numbers, about image, about control. So here we are, no Bella, no closure, just a whisper of what could have been. And that is the tea.